What's going on with it, guys? It is July 2nd today, and we are really right in the middle of the NFL offseason. This is really the most true offseason, man. It's right after mini camp ends and before training camp begins, where you have that big gap where really nothing in the NFL is going on when it comes to stuff on the schedule. Players go back home and do workouts on their own and kind of take their own time to really take a vacation and spend their last moments with their family while they can before really the big 4 to 5 month grind of the NFL really starts between training camp and just the weekly games and stuff like that. So, and just like NFL players, I'm basically an honorary member of the Jaguars. So right now I am at the Fort Lauderdale airport about to take off and go to Mexico, go to Cancun and Tulum. So spending 4th of July weekend over here before I really just focus a lot on NFL content. So that's gonna be cool. And usually at this time of year, like, the only news that comes out is really bad news until really this news came in. It's pretty funny. The Jaguars, along with 2 other teams, were fined for different things that it did during OTAs. The Jaguars organization was fined $200,000, and Urban Meyer was fined $100,000 for really disobeying, I guess, some of the rules when it comes to OTAs. I guess during like 11-on-11 drills, there was a little bit more contact than they would have liked between the wide receivers and defensive backs, and that led to all these different fines going down. Now, a lot of Jaguar fans, honestly, we all kind of laughed at this. We all thought it was kind of funny because, I mean, if there's anything that you're going to get in trouble for, this would probably be what you want to happen. And really, these fines by the NFL and stuff like that, it's cool until you get to the point where maybe you have to give up draft picks. I mean, there's been circumstances where teams have gotten in trouble and they've had to give up draft picks. I don't think OTAs is a situation where that would happen, but essentially, I mean, OTAs, it's really on the hot seat when it comes to OTAs. Like, the players don't like it. The players, it's optional, but there is a certain obligation that players do feel that they need to go there, and there is a little bit of pressure. Even though it's voluntary. I mean, we've seen in the past. Remember, Tom Coughlin a couple years ago basically called out players that weren't going. So, when a new CBA comes out, I could totally see this really being reworked, where OTAs are either maybe it's just a 4-day mandatory thing as opposed to where it is right now, where it's 10 days optional, 3-day mandatory. I mean, I do think it's beneficial, especially in the Jaguars case, where you have a team full of first and second year players, and you also have a brand new coaching staff. So, I mean, a lot of things when it comes to the Jaguars, I mean, it really did seem necessary for that to happen. So yeah, the Jaguars were fined this certain amount of money, and we'll see. And Urban Meyer's already kind of testing out the NFL and kind of seeing what he can get away with. And it's been an interesting start for Urban Meyer, but I know for me personally, I really can't wait for the season to begin and really get to see what our team can do. So, Jaguars are fined this amount. Hopefully, there's no really other big news that comes out involving the Jaguars, because mostly it would be like a player getting arrested, which obviously we don't want. We want more NFL news to come out, like the 2-helmet rule and stuff like that. More fun news like that to come out. So, yeah, that was the kind of news that came out. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a like if you can, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.